Welcome to an episode of Potion Sword Run, original seed coming at you from my bedroom. And today I'm going to talk to you about Lucy and the Ghoul, and how the Ghoul taught Lucy a valuable lesson. But before we begin, again, do not like this video. I am still wanted for stealing my neighbor's cats. They keep on knocking, and I won't let them in. Throughout the series, the Ghoul was very antagonistic towards Lucy, trying to kill her a few times, and eventually holding her hostage, dragging her across the wasteland. Now, for a lot of people, that was very hard to see, the type of abuse that Lucy took. But in hindsight, the Ghoul was teaching Goosey a very important lesson. Towards the end of the season, there's a part where the Ghoul is dragging Lucy through the wasteland. Now the Ghoul stops for a water break, and Lucy, who is obviously thirsty, asks for some. Now instead of the Ghoul giving her some, because he did have some, he threw some on the floor, he denied her that water. At first, I thought he was just being a jerk. He had extra water, he threw it on the floor, why wouldn't he just give her some? Maybe because he didn't like her, maybe because he was just being a jerk. That's what my initial thought was. But no. He was actually teaching her a lesson at that point. Throughout the whole dragging her with the rope across the wasteland, he was teaching her lessons. And she finally learned that lesson when she saw that radiated water in that whatever it was, and she started drinking it. At that point, she learned, he taught her that in order to survive in the wasteland, you have to do what you have to do. You can't depend on other people giving you some of their water. You have to accept the wasteland for what it is. And you have to accept the things that you would do in order to survive. And that is drinking some radiated water. Now, this isn't the only lesson that she learns. Throughout the whole series, she's learning lessons. But I think this one was one of the most important ones. It shifted that thinking in her head. Everything isn't all okie dokie anymore. Sometimes you gotta drink some dirty ass water to survive. Eventually, they started seeing eye to eye and had an even exchange, even cutting off each other's fingers. I just wanted to share that moment with you. Just for those people out there who don't necessarily like the Ghoul that much, or who saw that footage of her being dragged across a wasteland with the rope unsettling. He was pretty much just having her relearn how to live, because in order to survive in the wasteland, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, and sometimes that's drinking radiated water. That's gonna do it for this episode. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.